Good day to you, and welcome to my channel. I've been trying to upload a video now for 2 days, and just problems and obstacles keep getting in my way, which I'm bound and determined to get up a video to stick with my plan of getting one up every day and staying committed to the commitment I made to myself 30 days ago. Or almost 30 days ago. It is June 1st, 2020. The last couple of days also been really heavy energy. And I think because of the situation at hand that has happened, I don't even know where to begin with that, other than my heart goes out to those personally affected by what happened. And that it is completely and utterly just barbarity of what had happened. And it is completely and utterly unacceptable, the brutality that this world faces, that people face, that we all go through from time to time, and not just one or the other, but even if you don't personally experience something like that, it does affect you in some way, shape, or form, because we are all connected. It doesn't matter of the differences that are on the outside. It does matter because things are projected out in that way, in a sense, and we have connections with certain groups of people of the same likeness, but in deep down we are connected to one another. I'm not even know if I'm saying this right or not, but I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that the fact that our skin color, what we look like on the outside, we are all human. And I'm probably going to have to not upload this video because I just don't even know how to even begin to speak on this matter, on this subject. And it blows my mind that we still live in this type of world today. Maybe I've been too much in La La Land to think that this stuff goes on. And it's not that I ignore it. It just hurts my heart so much. And it physically, emotionally, psychologically affects me. So sometimes I just prefer not to look at it. I am aware of it. I'm aware that it does go on. It's just, it hurts me in my heart space. It hurts me physically, emotionally, psychologically. And sometimes I just cannot watch things like that because it just negatively affects me in a lot of different ways. And it's not that I'm not aware of it. I am. It's just, I feel helpless in a sense to do anything about it, which I'm sure a lot of people do feel that way. I was asking for a message for the collective consciousness, which we are all of one. Even though we are having an individual experience, we are all connected. And I had a hard time, it took me a long time to understand that, to really comprehend that concept. And so I don't blame you if you don't understand what I'm saying, and I'm trying to think of a way to explain it. Of course, there's many videos out there that do explain it, and I've had to watch several of them over time, for the last 7 or 8 years. In my quest for truth, in my quest for knowledge, and only small bits of information would come to me from time to time. Sometimes it was hard to digest certain things because it was not something I was used to hearing. I could have an understanding of it, but to be able to comprehend it and really wrap my brain around it and really know how to integrate it in was difficult from time to time on certain subjects that I was learning. But the subject of that we are of a one consciousness, one energy level. Yes, we all experience it on an individual basis, but when one is affected the way that, in such a brutal way, it sends out a ripple effect. But it can be balanced out through other people really meditating or praying with the energy of love, and to find compassion for other people when times like this occurs. And the inspirational messages that came out, it says, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Even if you feel like you can't do anything about it, prayer or meditation will help. To center in the one card that came out, and I'm using the energy oracle cards. I was just trying to figure out, maybe what energies we were feeling. And yes, the heart space, the heart chakra, definitely goes right along with the inspirational messages. It's my capacity. The second one that came out was my capacity. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Meditate, contemplate, fill your heart space up with love and compassion for other people, and send it out into the world, whether it be through your actions or your prayers, or even just being kind to one another, because we all struggle, we all have problems, we all go through good days, bad days, chaotic days, and what has happened could happen to any one of us. I don't know, I don't even know. Obviously, hostilities came out. A lot of hostilities going on. I don't blame the anger. I don't blame the, frustration that people are having, especially dealing with everything we've dealt with in almost the last 3 months. And then something like this happening and it just rocking the freaking boat and stirring up a lot of energies and stirring up a lot of anger, resentment, frustration, and just getting the pot to be, it's mounting to that point of escalation. And it has been for the last quite a few days. And I've just been feeling nauseous and sick, and as far as just upset about the whole thing. My heart does go out to people who are personally affected, and to the whole world. And I did take some time to meditate and pray for the world, and to fill it with love, compassion, love, forgiveness, to be able to send that energy out, maybe to calm down the hostilities in some sense, peacefully be, peaceful. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak today. Peacefully protesting, to take a stand and to make a point is our God-given right to be able to do that. But when things escalate to anger, frustration, and to a point of rioting and violence and creating this, mixture of just causing harm to others or things or the community around you, is just not freaking okay. And I'm not trying to be angry right now. It's just we have to stop and realize that causing violence and looting and, the destruction of the communities that we live in is not okay. There is a better freaking way to do this. Do I have a complete and utter solution? No, I do not. But together we can think of a solution. Together we can figure out a solution that does not involve violence. And I have seen a few protests that have been through the media and social media that were very good, on point protests that did not get out of hand, did not get out of, did not escalate to any type of violence. I feel that we are being deceived in some way. The deceit card came out, and I definitely, since I've gotten this deck, do not like this card. But it does speak of a deception, and I feel like we are being deceived in some way, shape, or form to create the hostilities around us, to create a situation of it being hostile, and that we need not to feed into that energy of anger and frustration and acting out in a violent way, because we are being freaking deceived and provoked at this point in time. And to be able to control our emotions and not to react in a violent manner is what we need to freaking focus on and to do. And I know I'm getting frustrated, and I know I'm getting upset. And I'm not trying to feed into that energy, but in the same respect, it's frustrating because we just need to sit back and understand that love and compassion and kindness and protesting in a peaceful manner is what we need to do at this point. And not just one or two people or one or two groups. It needs to be all of us, because we are of one consciousness. And it does affect us. And I get being angry, but to react to that anger and to destroy something or to hurt someone else is not okay. We need to center ourselves and realize that we are of love, we are of kindness, we are of compassion, we are of peace. A good majority of us are. Maybe some people do, enjoy the hostile, deceitful nature. I don't know. But at the bottom of the deck was Victory card. So I do feel that victory will be ours in a sense. Justice will be done the way it needs to be done. But, doing these riots and creating this chaos around us is just not helping the matters. It's just more fuel for the freaking fire. And we need to realize that we are being deceived. Wake up. We are being deceived. And I'm not saying that, the death of this person is a deception, but just the whole system is effed up for everyone. Yes, it might be more, for some than it is for others. And I get that being, we need to find that balance. We need to find the balance, and we need to center back into our heart spaces and realize that there is enough for everyone here. There is no need to fight and squabble and create hostilities. If we can just find the compassion in our hearts for others, no matter what their differences are, no matter if it's a different physical aspect, whether it's a different opinion, whether it's a different, religious belief, it doesn't matter. We just need to step away from those judgments and to realize that, we all are in this together. And if we come together in a peaceful manner and maybe come up with some solutions to the problems, to the chaos, we're going to have victory over this. I'm going to pull a clarifier for the hostilities card. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, please clarify the hostilities, please. Clarification for the hostilities, please. Let's see what that card flipped over. Okay, all tied up. Just wanted to see what that was. You know, what this card represents is there may be hostilities around us right now. There may be things going on that, you know, are out of control. But it also does speak of it clearing up, that, you know, just stay calm and just know that things will clear up. And like we had the victory at the bottom of the deck, so I do feel there will be victory. There are other doors. Adjacent doors is the clarify the hostility card. Adjacent doors, or adjacent possibilities. There are other ways to deal with this situation. There are other doors opening up. Can I get a clarification for the deceit card, please? Can I get a clarification for the deceit card, please? Clarification for the deceit card, please, and for our highest good. Holy Spirit, angels, creator of all. Clarification for the deceit card, please. All right, woman holding a heart. So we'll definitely want the first card that came out, Heart Space, Archangel Raphael is here to help with that as well. If you are, you know, needing some guidance on that, Archangel Raphael is guiding us to center in our heart space. And a woman holding a heart. We need to be in that love space, and it's the number 44. So look up 4, 8, or the number 44 for additional angelic meanings of the numbers. It's 38, and it's also 11, or 2, nurturing 2. Definitely, we need to have a lot of love and compassion this time, for sure. Maybe we're being deceived on the whole hostility part. And that we are of love and compassion and kindness, and most of us are. I mean, there might be some bad apples in every group, you know, definitely, for sure. Let's see here. My energy's a little low today. I think I've just not been feeling that great the last few days. And it's more of an emotional upset than it is anything else. I know that. But we are all on a journey. We're on an individual journey, but we're in it together as well. Blossoming abundance. There is blossoming abundance all around us. And the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, coming out as well, the crown chakra. Intuition. I do feel like this, you know, will end up being something that we all can learn from, for sure. And it will create an abundance of, you know, blossoming abundance around us. We just need to follow our intuition and follow our heart space to know what it is that we need to do to figure out the solutions to the chaos that's going around. And again, my prayers, my intentions are that, you know, everybody can find it in their hearts to love, to forgive, and to have compassion for all those who are affected personally, and for all those who are creating a sense of conflict as well. We need to have, for, you know, compassion for that as well. So I don't know if I'm going to even upload this video, really. But there is a message of hope. There is victory. This too shall pass. It will pass. And maybe this might be another lesson that we need to learn to find compassion and love within our hearts. But I'm going to end this with that. May you be blessed. May you find it in your hearts to love, to meditate, to pray, to send out love energy and vibration out to those who need it and out to everybody. We all need it at this point, for sure. And that is my prayer and intention as well for the collective consciousness. May you be safe, may you be well. If this resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next upload. Namaste.